Hello, dear colleagues. My name is Arthur from English Native. Today, I'm going to instruct you on how to use our new platform. So, to enter the platform, you have to enter address EnglishNativeClass.com. Here we go. We see our first screen, and you are asked to enter login and password. So typically, your login would be your email address. So I'm entering one, and you'll be provided both login and password. So don't worry about that. You'll have them, and the password. And it's useful to press remember me for further times. And login. What we see here is your first dashboard, your first screen. If for some reason you see this page not in English, you can easily switch to English by pressing this flag in the right top corner, and then just choose your language, which is obviously English. And for our Russian teachers, we're preparing Russian version. It will be out pretty soon, but for now you can check it, but it has many mistakes, so we suggest to use English version for now. So what we see on the first screen, well, this is a technical menu, dashboard. This is what we see right now. Members, here we see teachers and students, and we'll come back to this later. Class admin, and you will probably not see this part. It's for administrators. This is a very important part. From this part of the site, we can edit our availability hours. So what we see here is our calendar, and you can look for dates by pressing, for other dates by pressing these buttons. And to change your availability hours, you need to do the following. You take this rectangle and just put it anywhere in the calendar. After you do this, you can easily change the size of this area by stretching it or just by moving it around. So by doing this, I indicate that on Wednesday I'm available from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. So these hours could be booked either by students or by administrator. Keep this in mind. This is important part. So you can also do it for another day. So fairly easy. If you want to delete availability area, you just press on it and you press this button, delete this slot. Okay. By pressing edit profile on the screen, you can start editing your profile. So what you see here is you can change general data like your name, date of birth, gender. We strongly recommend to fill all fields, especially about me, as it's visible to our students, and it's very nice when they can read about you. So it's fairly self-evident. You can also change password or email. So just save changes whenever you're ready. Okay, so let's return to our dashboard. Again, let's press view or edit availability. And let's add a class from here by pressing add a class button. Once again, you can add classes on your own. Our administrator could assign classes, or in certain cases, when you're assigned as a teacher of particular student, they can schedule a class on their own. So let's proceed and press add a single class. What we see here is we can choose teacher. Well, obviously we should choose ourselves. Language, we don't change this. Actually, we can leave all these fields blank, but start time and end time. So let it be, let's say 23rd start dates and end time, 23rd. Well, let's change time to let's say 15. And what you see here is that end time is automatically set to 15:25. So it's 3:25 p.m. It happens because standard class time is 25 minutes. This is important part. Please keep this in mind that you'll be paid for 25 minutes class. So if you have a longer 50 minutes class, which happens in some programs, you have to stop your class and start it again. This is important. So online students, we enter 1 here and we press save button. Now we have our class scheduled. You see it here in upcoming classes. So let's press dashboard again.
So as we see, we have one upcoming class, which is on Wednesday, 22nd February, and starts in 2 hours and 25 minutes. We can enter our virtual class to prepare materials. So we just need to press enter class button here. Now we see that classroom is initializing. Please give it some time. And here we have equipment compatibility check. So we see that our internet browser supports latest features, internet speed is okay, and during the next step, the system checks your microphone and video. So it works. Next. We got it. So we can start our class. Well, what we see here is we see a video screen, and now there is indication that we're waiting for a student to connect. Please keep in mind that student is able to connect to classroom only 10 minutes before the class starts. You can enter the classroom earlier to prepare materials for the class. So what we have here? So let's start with instruments we have available here. First one says blank canvas. So it means that you start with a new canvas. We'll come back to this later. We have color selection. Well, pretty easy. Choose any color you like. Then we have draw. And when we press it, we have choice from pencil, highlighter, or we can delete. We also have text instrument. We have some shapes. You see we have arrows, solid square, and so on. And it is a select instrument. And eraser. Let's check how it works. So we can draw anything we want. Okay. When we check work, we can check whatever we want. Then we can select eraser and delete anything we want. Or we can just start with a blank canvas. Pretty easy, right? We can also type text anywhere. So So we can change some properties, make it bold, underline, and using select an item instrument, we can move it anywhere. So basically anything could be moved easily. Just select this item and move it anywhere you want. Pretty useful, right? So what else do we have here? We can raise a hand, which is useful for a student probably, looks like this, or give a tick. Very important feature is lesson materials. By pressing this plus button, we can access lesson materials such as audio, images, PDF files, video. So there are two options. You can use preloaded materials, they are available here, or you can upload any materials you want. But you should keep in mind that you can upload only supported formats. So let's check how it works. So I've just chosen a PDF file. We see that it looks kind of weird. So we have to change to landscape mode. Now it looks better, right? So this is a PDF file. So it immediately becomes visible to your students. So you can work with it as you want. You can draw, or you can, let's highlight something, select green color and highlight these. So works pretty good, right? We can go to the next page, next, and then return. Please keep in mind that students don't see when you scroll down. So if you have a longer page, you have to instruct your student to scroll down. So they just see the page, and they see all actions you do, all drawings you make, but after you finish them. So they don't see this happen in real time. They just see the results. So if you want to upload any materials, let's try that. You just press plus button, then you press upload materials. You choose file type, that would be PDF, and then you choose file. This is in Russian, sorry, but you just press this button and browse files you need to be uploaded. Then you choose any title you want, so title will be visible in this list of materials, and you can leave description blank. Right after you upload files, they will become available to you to use during this particular lesson. Now let's explore some other features of the platform. We also have here the text chat. It could be useful if you want to define certain terms. You can enter anything here, term, hello, and your student could reply by typing from his side. So this is a text chat. We also have two different modes. One is whiteboard, this is what we see right now, and another one is conversation mode. Let's check it. So you have larger video and text chat. Let's return to whiteboard. We strongly suggest that you use as many features of the platform as possible to enrich your classes with interactivity. So please prepare in advance. Please think of how you can use this feature to make sure that your classes are bright and interesting. Concerning lesson plans and lesson materials, our methodologists, in-house methodologists, work hard to provide all required materials to develop programs for all courses. You can expect them to be ready within 2 months probably. At the moment, we have lesson plans developed for some programs. So if you want to prepare for a class, we strongly suggest that you enter your virtual class beforehand and go through your lesson plan. You can do this by accessing your lesson plan. And to quickly access your lesson plan, you can just search by entering program name. GE is for General English. Or you see that all lesson plans start with a word program. So I can just type program. And here we go, we have this document available. So press. And now we can browse these documents. This is lesson 1. This is lesson 2. And next page. So we have 62 lessons here. This is very useful. Try to use it. Let me briefly comment on how to search materials effectively. We have a naming strategy, which means that every program name, every material name starts with a program name. Like EK stands for English for Kids, or GE stands for General English. Let's check how it works. GE, and we have program GE Intermediate. Later, when we upload many materials like video, images, it's going to be very useful just to enter program name, level, and class. And by doing that, you'll get immediate access to all materials for that particular class, which is very convenient and quick. Every time you're assigned a new student, our methodologist will write you in comments where to start. So you'll be given additional instructions on specific program and how to search for it. Don't worry about it right now, but just keep in mind that it works like this. So after you finish class, please also watch for time on your own, because there is no, unfortunately at the moment, there is no indication of time. So you just press End Class button. Sorry for that. It says class has not started yet. It's because it was a test class, but it will say something different in your case. And it asks me to describe what was taught in this lesson. You can enter briefly what was taught during your lesson. Then you press save, and this information is saved. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you for your attention. I hope you'll enjoy using the platform. In case you have any technical issues or questions, feel free to write me or call me. Thank you very much, and good luck.